Touche! Morning everybody, it's a cold one, loads to do today, heading to Dawlish. I've got boxes galore to get through, it's review time. More swings coming at you today as normal, pull draws, pull hooks, that kind of thing to fix. The answer to yesterday's question is...
spin loft, speed, strike.
Lots of people getting this right, which was really good to see. Lots of people adding friction in there as well, and friction is a massive contributor to spin. But if we were to take a dry test, control conditions, there's your 3 ingredients. Today's question for you, hit that comment section up with your answer is, I use it a lot in my lessons, what is dynamic lie? Today's swing looks athletic, he looks fit, and he looks like he has plenty of speed, which is a good thing. But we do see twists in the club face that do make sense why you would be hitting pulls, overdraws, those kind of things. Now here's the first contradiction that we see. You've got the club face twisted down to the ground, where the right hand grip is not twisted down to the ground, so that must mean it's starting in quite a strong position, which we could look at today, which will maybe give you a few ideas. Now if we go up to the top of the backswing, what we see as well is we see a very unrotated rear shoulder, trail shoulder, could do with some more rotation, which could help you get next club in a different place, which could help you hit from maybe a different path, which could help you start the ball further right if the face stays in relationship to that path. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about grip today, club face control, and if you want to keep your grip where it is, how you should swing this club to get rid of these pull draws. Right, off I go to Dawlish to test some golf clubs. Glorious day to be testing out here today. Dawlish is looking stunning. First thing you need to attack, and I've got lots of students like yourself, not that I've met you, but look athletic and can move, who had really big steps forward with their golf when they attack their grip. Your grip, it looks strong. Right hand certainly looks this way on the club. Let's think about getting the right hand going through this part of your hand and then wrapping it more on top of the grip is a good idea. So basically it's about trying to get it to go a bit more through the fingers and on top, try not to have it so much almost stuffed in the palm and under. This will reduce this amount of twist that we see in that first parallel. Now this won't fix you on your own, because as soon as you take that twist away, so you put a grip in there that's twisted that adds that twist, then you try and swing to the right to try and calm that down. When you don't, you get your pulls. So if you take that twist away with that grip, you're going to deliver the club sometimes like this. So it's really important that you do this next stage. Once you've got that right hand more on top, you now need to feel like you're not swinging quite so far to the right, maybe feel like you're swinging straighter, and certainly feel like you're exiting considerably further left. So feel almost that you're swinging in your mind what I feel like, I imagine, a fade swing for you. I feel like you're almost swinging this way to left. Also, don't be afraid at the bottom to feel like the head is catching up with the handle. Changing the grip on its own will only make your miss go more to the right. If you're going to change your grip, you have to do those other points with it. Let's show you another way if you don't want to change that grip. Let's answer your questions.
I'm having some issues with early extension of my golf swing, and it's really making it hard for me to improve my consistency in hitting some greens in regulation.
They probably can't see
I'm wondering if that could be due to hip mobility or shoulder mobility, and if so, would you recommend going to the Titleist Performance Institute to get screened there to see if that can help? I don't know much about it, so any thoughts would be useful.
Don't forget the bra. So he's having issues with, he probably couldn't see that because it's so bright on the screen.
That way, isn't he?
Yeah, early extension. I would advise going to Titleist Performance Centre because it only will be a good thing. It'll give you some ideas of your physical limitations. My experience with early extension is purely to do with people wanting a desire to deliver a high handle, which then in turn makes their hips thrust forward. You stop that and then they seem to stop the early extension or it becoming an issue. Matthew?
Yeah, so I also see that it's a bit of face to path, so a closed club face, they try and then lift the handle up to open that up from what that closed face is.
Yeah.
And that's where you, same as you, high handle, hips come forward, early extension.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of combination of what you're delivering at impact.
And the Titleist Performance Institute, for me, and this isn't fair as well, but they're going to give you a very long-term program of change, probably, you know, changing your body, those kind of things, where I can change people's early extensions in one session.
Yep.
But not to say that it isn't good what they're doing, and obviously it may have given you more longevity to improve your body flexibility and the way you're using it, those kind of things. So if you can, if it's accessible for you, go to the Titleist Performance Institute, definitely, and also look at the way you're delivering that club and why you've got a desire to have a high handle. An early extend, Matt. Show me your best early extension.
You want to see my best extension?
Good early extend, brah. Well, that was quite a late extend, actually.
Oh, was
you just
it?
extended, not that early.
Yeah. Just like that, that's all.
Morning, bro.
Morning.
This is Dirk from Germany. My handicap is 4, and my question is, I'll get my first lesson in almost 10 years next weekend, and I want to know what are the things I should be aware of in the first lesson in order to decide whether he's a good coach for me or not. Thanks, bro. Bye.
Right, interesting question. I actually get this question quite a lot, and it's a very generic question because good or bad coach can be so specific to the player. Now, things I would look for if it was me, I would want some quantified data to go with anything I'm told, to be proven, to show that it's helping me in some way, and I would like to see that with data and numbers personally. So obviously asking if they've got a launch one, if they're going to use it, those kind of things would be good for me to know that I'm happy. I'm not saying that's good or bad coach, generically, that's just for me. Other things, you need to come away from the lesson feeling like you have learned and understood. So has that coach been able to communicate to you in a way that's connected with your ideas, with your feelings? Has that coach challenged you as well? Sometimes coaches can be a little bit too just trying to say the things you want to hear. I want the coach to say things that they strongly believe and can quantify will make me a better player. And sometimes the player doesn't want to hear that, but if you prove it to them, then you can make them understand that that is the way they need to go. The other thing as well is you need to feel like you had fun. At the end of the day, you're playing recreational golf. You need to feel like it's someone you can have fun with, connect with, share things with, because the communication back and forth between the student and coach is as important as the information. So being able to articulate yourself to that coach in a way where you're not going to feel silly, so then making it feel comfortable, is also something that's really important. So if you can't change that grip, this is how I would play a hole actually using your grip. So if I had to use your grip, which is fine, I'm going to play more aiming middle to up the left and feeling like I'm really turning my body and holding the face off, dragging that handle through. Almost feel like I'm cutting the ball, not what you're choosing to do, which is almost embrace the turn, which for me would make me feel like I'm going to overturn and hook things. Let's give this a go. Yeah, it's fine. Up the left, take that. Right, just up the left, 150 in, gonna hit my 7-iron still, using that strong grip, still feeling like I'm moving my path left and holding off. There we go, just caught the left side of the green. That is how I would play using your grip. I would use, I don't know what putter grip you've got. Oh, that's a par field. I would get that feeling of moving my path further left, keeping that face where it is, keeping it straight to slightly closed because you're hitting pulls and overdraws, but trying to get the path almost feeling moving left of it. Oh, this blooming, whatever that pump has got my 5-iron. I don't even need my 5-iron. I don't know why I'm getting that out.
It's all changed these days, isn't it, school? And I went to college as well.
What did you do at college?
Golf academy.
Do they study you?
Yeah, you do B.Tech in something.
Getting it right.
Yeah. Completed that.
B.Tech in blocking first. Right, pretty full on day. Gonna end it with a lovely little trip with my two lovely girls. We're gonna go to the pizza shop. That's what we call Pizza Hut. Oh, I would be good like that. I wouldn't it, those fins?